Hi, good morning. This is Heavenly Scribbles, Abba's favorite girl and your favorite girl. Today, we want to share something on the QT Chronicles, and I'd like to share something from 1 Corinthians 1, specifically 1 verse 30. The Bible said, "But of him are ye in Christ Jesus, who of God is made unto us wisdom and righteousness, sanctification and redemption." Looking at the background of First Corinthians, you realize that it was the Church of Corinth was one of Paul's churches he established on his missionary journeys. But then something happened. Based on reports he had received from the Corinthians and also from Chloe's household, you realize that in First Corinthians, basically, he addresses those issues. He starts addressing them in the chapter 1. It was issues on unity, issues on immorality, and doctrinal issues. And so at the beginning, he talks about the need for unity. Then he comes back down to talk about wisdom and the cross, because in that system, in the Greek system, they were highly invested in the wisdom of men. But then he comes down and he talks about the fact that Christ has been made unto us wisdom. He has been made unto us righteousness. He's been made unto us sanctification and redemption. But I want to dwell on the wisdom part. You see, the Bible talks about wisdom and talks about so much about wisdom that if any man lacks wisdom, he should ask God who gives without measure. He also talks about wisdom being the principal thing in all our doing. We should get wisdom, and in all our getting, we should get understanding. And so wisdom is key for us to live. But for Christians, I have good news. The fact that wisdom is found in his Son. Wisdom is found in his Son. He said, "But of him are we in Christ Jesus." So the fact that we are in Christ Jesus, who of God, he has been made unto us wisdom. Christ became wisdom. You see, on earth, when Christ walked, he was wisdom personified. I would like to illustrate one scenario or one time Jesus talked about wisdom, or he walked in wisdom. You remember the issue with the woman who had gone to commit adultery when the Pharisees brought her to Jesus so that they wanted to stone her actually, and Jesus decided to exhibit wisdom. He asked them that after they brought the woman to him, that this lady has been caught committing adultery. According to the law, we had to stone her. And then Jesus said something to cut it short. He said, he who has not sinned, he should cast the first stone. You see, this is the trap they had set for Jesus. If Jesus had said that, "Oh, go ahead and stone him," they'll say then the forgiveness and mercy he's been preaching about, he's not exhibiting it. And if he had also said, "Forgive her, let her go," they'll also say that he's not fulfilling the law of Moses. He's breaking the law. But you see, in wisdom, Jesus decided to go the other way by saying that since you say we should bring the law, let's go there. And since I am grace, let's also go that way. So he told them, he who has not committed sin, he should be the first one to cast the stone. And the Bible said, before they realized it, each one of them, and there's an illustration, funny illustration they used, that it started with the oldest person because he has sinned the most. So he went first, and then all the others, the last person to go was probably the youngest. But after they had all left, he asked the woman that, "Where are your accusers?" And there was no one, and he was like, they should go and sin no more. And so you see so much wisdom at play. Jesus knew where to be at the right place at the right time. He knew when to be soft. He knew how to be laughing. When he had to punish them, he knew when he went to the temple and they had turned it into a marketplace. He knew when to apply force. He knew when to be gentle. He knew when to be soft. He's steel and velvet. He's loving, and he knows when to exercise discipline as well. And I believe that as we come to understand who we are in Christ, as we come to understand that as we are in him, he's been made to us wisdom, would use this wisdom day to day, would apply this wisdom to our lives. And I believe would have a more fruitful life. Stay blessed, and see you on the next episode of the QT Chronicles. Thank you.